Never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake. Courage isn't having the strength to go on, it is going on when you don't have strength. In politics, stupidity is not a handicap. Show me a family of readers, and I will show you the people who move the world. History is a set of lies agreed upon. Imagination governs the world. If you want a thing done well, do it yourself. Nothing is more difficult, and therefore more precious, than to be able to decide. History is written by the winners. Take time to deliberate, but when the time for action comes, stop thinking and go in. Impossible is a word to be found only in the dictionary of fools. A leader is a dealer in hope. The only victories which leave no regret are those which are gained over ignorance. A woman laughing is a woman conquered. Conquests will come and go, but Delamber's work will endure. You don't reason with intellectuals. You shoot them. The best way to keep one's word is not to give it. Men are moved by two levers only, fear and self-interest. There are but two powers in the world, the sword and the mind. In the long run the sword is always beaten by the mind. China is a sleeping giant, let him sleep, for if he wakes, he will shake the world. The world suffers a lot. Not because the violence of bad people, but because of the silence of the good people. He who fears being conquered is sure of defeat. The reason most people fail instead of succeed is they trade what they want most for what they want at the moment. 10 people who speak make more noise than 10,000 who are silent. It is the cause, not the death, that makes the martyr. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Death is nothing, but to live defeated and inglorious is to die daily. Men are more easily governed through their vices than through their virtues. As for me, to love you alone, to make you happy, to do nothing which would contradict your wishes, this is my destiny and the meaning of my life. When a government is dependent upon bankers for money, they and not the leaders of the government control the situation, since the hand that gives is above the hand that takes. Money has no motherland, financiers are without patriotism and without decency, their sole object is gain. Circumstances. What are circumstances? I make circumstances. Ability is of little account without opportunity. Throw off your worries when you throw off your clothes at night. For hostile newspapers are more to be feared than 1,000 bayonets. Music is what tells us that the human race is greater than we realize. Never tell your enemy he is doing the wrong thing. History is the version of past events that people have decided to agree upon. Victory belongs to the most persevering. The surest way to remain poor is to be honest. Great men are meteors designed to burn so that earth may be lighted. Glory is fleeting, but obscurity is forever. To understand the man, you have to know what was happening in the world when he was 20. The best cure for the body is a quiet mind. The greatest danger occurs at the moment of victory. Courage is like love, it must have hope for nourishment. If we could read the past histories of all our enemies, we would disregard all hostility for them. In our time, no one has the conception of what is great. It is up to me to show them. The only victory over love is flight. The extent of your consciousness is limited only by your ability to love and to embrace with your love the space around you, and all it contains. It's the unconquerable soul of man, and not the nature of the weapon he uses, that ensures victory. Great ambition is the passion of a great character. Those endowed with it may perform very good or bad acts. All depends on the principles which direct them. I have seen only you, I have admired only you, I desire only you. A throne is only a bench covered with velvet. If you wish to be a success in the world, promise everything, deliver nothing. There is a joy in danger. I start out by believing the worst. All great events hang by a single thread. The clever man takes advantage of everything, neglects nothing that may give him some added opportunity. The less clever man, by neglecting one thing, sometimes misses everything. Success is the most convincing talker in the world. Impossible is the word found only in a fool's dictionary. Wise people create opportunities for themselves and make everything possible. A revolution is an idea, taken up by bayonets. Give me enough medals and I'll win you any war. An army marches on its stomach. I know he's a good general, but is he lucky? Courage cannot be counterfeited. It is one virtue that escapes hypocrisy. War is the business of barbarians. Nothing is lost as long as courage remains. To write history, one must be more than a man, since the author who holds the pen of this great justiciary must be free from all preoccupation of interest or vanity. When you have an enemy in your power, deprive him of the means of ever injuring you. What is the government? Nothing, unless supported by opinion. There are so many laws that no one is safe from hanging. One must learn to forgive and not to hold a hostile, bitter attitude of mind, which offends those about us and prevents us from enjoying ourselves. One must recognize human shortcomings and adjust himself to them rather than to be constantly finding fault with them. I make my battle plans from the spirit of my sleeping soldiers. Put your iron hand in a velvet glove. The battlefield is a scene of constant chaos. The winner will be the one who controls that chaos, both his own and the enemy's. Power is my mistress, I have worked too hard at her conquest to allow anyone to take her away from me,